You know, I've been fighting with the camera to make it straight and it just doesn't want to work with me. So we're gonna work with what we have right now, where we're at, and we're just gonna start the video. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Zoe and I'm so happy that you clicked on today's video. So when I sat down to think about what I wanted this week's video to be, I originally wanted to just do a week in my life vlog, and I started it and then it just kind of ended up being very blah. I just wasn't very happy about it. So I thought instead I would make a sort of TBR video. It's just sort of books that I really want to read as soon as possible, books that I'm really looking to read before the end of summer, because I haven't done a June or a July TBR. So I haven't really talked to you guys about any books that are high on my radar recently. So I picked out like 10 to 12 books that I really want to get read within the next month or two, and I just want to talk to you guys about them. So let's talk about the books. Also, quick side note, I actually just got back from my first shift at Barnes & Noble because I'm now a bookseller there, which is literally a dream. Like, it's so much fun to me. But I just wanted to show you guys something that I bought to kind of celebrate getting the job there. I saw this and I had to buy it. The girls that get it. I mean, if you don't get it, that's cool. But I saw a Hannah Montana Funko Pop. I mean, if you grew up in my generation, odds are you loved Hannah Montana, and I feel like my love for her will never die. So I saw this and I've never seen it anywhere else before, and I just knew I had to have it. So I bought it and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I'm obsessed with it. I mean, I don't care if Hannah Montana was a thing of the past. She will live in my heart forever. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that, but on to the books. So the first book is definitely a summer book. It's definitely one that I want to get read immediately. Like, I think it's the next book I'm gonna read, and that is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This obviously is a very popular, well-loved book, and I haven't read it yet. I've only read 2 Emily Henry books, and this was the main one that I wanted to read this summer. So chances are I'll get to it next. I really hope I do, because I feel like it's just perfect right now in the middle of July. It's the right vibes, you know? So definitely gonna read this very soon. Hopefully I'll start it like tomorrow, I don't know. Then we have one that has been going around everywhere lately. We have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I didn't even know what this book was, and then suddenly everybody just started talking about it, and it sounds so good. I don't entirely know what it's about. I do think it's like historical fiction and fantasy. Pretty sure. That could be totally wrong, but it sounds so good. I've been seeing some like aesthetic reels on Instagram and it just looks incredible, and I love ads on YouTube. I've been seeing like aesthetic reels for it on Instagram and it just looks incredible, and I really want to read it so that I don't miss out, because everybody's talking about it and I want to understand the hype. So I want to read that very soon. It is on Kindle Unlimited, but I'll probably buy my own copy because it's so pretty. And then we have a trilogy that I've been meaning to finish since March, and I think it's finally time. I have A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This is the Shades of Magic trilogy, the 3rd book, and I have been afraid of it because the 2nd book was not my favorite, and this one is super long. It's like 600 plus pages, so I've avoided it, but I think it's time because I really want to work on finishing a series that I'm in the middle of, and this one I think is going to be the next one. So hopefully I read this soon. This one could be more towards like the end of August, so we're kind of transitioning into fall, but either way I do want to read it soon, and hopefully I'll enjoy it more than I did the 2nd book. Then we have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I was recently gifted this book by my bestie Bethany, and she said it's a summer read. So I think I'm gonna be reading it in the summer. Hopefully I will read this probably like the 1st week of August. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I don't know. I mean, I plan these things and then I really just end up reading whenever I feel like it. So who knows? I could read it next week. Who knows? But I don't actually know much about this. I do know it's a small town romance and people seem to absolutely love it. So I can't wait to finally see what this book is about. And then we have one that I have said I need to read in so many videos now, Daisy Hates. I do want to finish the Magnolia Park series as much as it's out so far, and I'm only on the 2nd book. I'm on Daisy Hates, and I've heard it's just so good. I've heard people like it more than Magnolia Parks, so I'm really intrigued and interested, and I want to get into it and find out what the rest of the series is like. I do think it's going to be a hard one to read. It's going to be very emotional, but I am excited for it, so hopefully I'll get to this one soon. This one is like shorter than the 3rd and the 4th books, so it should be a slightly faster read. So who knows when I'll read it, but hopefully before the end of summer. And then we have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've had this book since the end of 2021 and I have saved it specifically to read during the summer. And now summer's almost over and again, I haven't read it. So I do want to be sure that I read this one before the end of July, the end of August. I don't know that it's necessarily a summer read, but obviously it looks like one. The vibes of the cover at least match summer. So I want to read it. Let me see if it's a summer book. Yeah, okay, so it's set in August, so I think I'll be reading this one in August, and I'm very excited about it because the other Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I've read have been so good, some of my favorite books ever, so I'm really, really looking forward to this one. Then we have a full series that I wanted to read this summer. I don't know if I'll get to it this summer at this point, but hopefully I will. We have the Percy Jackson series. I have saved this series. Again, I've had this one for a year, I think, and I've just wanted to read it during the summer, so I've been holding on to it, and it's finally time. I did say I was gonna read it like weeks ago on my Instagram, but I still haven't gotten around to it because I've been reading very slowly. I haven't been finishing very many books lately, so I just haven't gotten there yet, but hopefully I will soon. I would love to say I could spend the end of July reading this, but who knows? I guess only time will tell because I'm a mood reader, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. And then we have The Serpent and Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is another one that I was gifted by Lucy, my bestie, and again, everybody seems to be reading this book and I really want to read it before all of the hype dies down because I want to understand why everybody loves it so much while it's still relevant, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to have this book and I really want to dive into it. It's a vampire fantasy romance, which Chef's Kiss sounds incredible. Is Chef's Kiss even a thing anymore? I don't know, but I'm really excited to read it and see why everybody hypes it up so much. And hopefully I love it. Fantasy can be very hit or miss for me, but I do think I will enjoy this one. And then I want to finish another trilogy that I actually started almost 2 years ago now. I want to read Good Girl, Bad Blood. And then of course I want to read As Good as Dead after that, but I'm just going to start here. This is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and I loved the first book. I read it in one sitting, and I've wanted to finish the trilogy ever since, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And I really want to, especially now that they've announced the cast for the show that they're making. I'm just so excited and I really want to finish reading the series. So I have this. I feel like this would be a very good series to read as I transition from summer to fall. It just like gives both vibes, I feel like, for the seasons. So maybe I'll read this one at the end of August, early September, I don't know, but I'm very excited about it and I love the cover. I always love this cover, so very excited about it. And then one final book. I've had this book. Are you kidding me? Why does it keep going to ads? That is so irritating. And then I have one final book that I've literally had sitting on my bookshelf since 2015. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have had this book for so long. I bought it back when it came out because my friend in high school told me to read it. I bought it, and at the time I would not go near fantasy. So I said, I don't know why I even bought this book because I'm not gonna read it. Fast forward a few years, I read the Shadow and Bone trilogy because I heard that you should read that one before this one. And I read it and it was like fine. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, but I've heard that this one is better. I've heard that Six of Crows is better than Shadow and Bone. So I really want to get to it. I just don't know when, but I feel like this is probably a fall read. I really want to read it. I have the cool cover with like the black sprayed edges, but I'm really sad because they don't make the Crooked Kingdom with the red sprayed edges anymore. So if I read this and then get Crooked Kingdom, it won't match, but like first world problems. Okay, that's just the life of a reader, but I'm really excited about this. I want to read it soon. I know that I like the world, the Grishaverse. Is that how you say it? I like that world. So I hope I will like this one and hopefully I'll get to it soon. And then I lied, I have one more. I have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I actually just read my first Ali Hazelwood book last weekend. I read The Love Hypothesis and loved it. And everybody is obsessed with this book, so I really, really want to get to it. It sounds so cute. Everybody's saying that it's Ali Hazelwood's best book, so hopefully I'll read this one super soon. I actually know I will, because if I return it to the library, I won't get it again for weeks because it has a big hold on it. So I'm gonna read this one by the end of July. I'm gonna say that. Mark my words, I will read it by the end of July. It's gonna happen. Hi besties, just popping in here because I was just putting the books away from the video and I realized I completely forgot to mention the cheat sheet. I want to read this finally. It's finally time to finish Sarah Adams' Backlist, my favorite, and I'm so afraid to read it and be done with her books, but it's time. And I feel like it's perfect because football season is coming up with fall. So I can read it for football season, for the start of football season. Also, I feel like I've talked about fall a lot in this video, so can you tell where I am mentally? Yeah, I'm ready for summer to be over, but this is the other book that I really want to read soon. Okay, back to the video. So those are 12 books that I really want to read very soon. All of them are very exciting to me and they just sound very good to me right now. So that's kind of my tentative TBR for the next however long those take me to read. And I'm really looking forward to all of them. So if those are any favorites of yours, I'd love to hear it. Or if you've read any really good books recently that I should read, let me know. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe, that helps me so much. And if you want to be friends, all of my socials will be linked below as always. So that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you so much for 1K subscribers. I literally cannot believe that. It is like mind-blowing to me that that many people have subscribed to me and want to watch my videos. I'm so thankful for every single one of you guys and I love you all. So thank you so much for watching the video and I will see you guys in the next one.